You are born in the servant's wing of a castle you'll never own a single stone of. Your mom is a kitchen maid. Your dad works the stables. You are castle property before you are a person. Home is a stone closet in the basement of the castle. The ceiling is so low, your dad walks hunched. Your crib is a kitchen drawer lined with rags. Multi-purpose furniture at its medieval finest. The castle kitchen is your playground. Bigger than most houses, hotter than all of them. You learn to crawl between the boots of cooks who don't look down. The floor is your first dining table. The cook feeds you scraps. You eat better than peasant children because you get the king's leftovers. By 4, you are stirring pots. The spoon is taller than you are. The pot could fit you inside it, twice. Carrying platters is your promotion at age 5. Drop 1, and the head cook reminds you with a wooden spoon to the backside. Through the hatch, you see silver plates and silk clothes. Food that is art. You serve it. They eat it. Hot scrubbing is the worst shift, arms deep in iron cauldrons bigger than bathtubs. The grease never leaves. You sleep where you drop most nights. Flour sacks make decent pillows. You smell like bread permanently. You watch the cook taste everything, the frown, the nod, the adjustment. You start imitating without knowing why. You steal food constantly. Everyone does. The trick is not getting caught. Your success rate is about 60%. Burns are part of the kitchen curriculum. Your arms are a map of every hot handle and splashing pots since age 3. The Lord's children play in the courtyard, same age as you. Different universe. The wall between you is invisible and absolute. Delivery days mean hauling vegetables until your back gives up. You carry more cabbage before breakfast than most people see in a month. The cook tells stories at night. Kings who died at dinner. Queens who slipped something into the wine. You think they're just stories. The old food taster dies. They carry him out through the servant's entrance. Nobody says exactly what killed him. Everybody knows. You've been chosen, new food taster. You eat before the king eats. If nothing happens, the food is safe. First official taste, roasted pheasant with herb sauce. Best thing you've ever eaten, potentially the last. You chew slowly. Is that flavor supposed to be there? Is your throat tightening? Number just anxiety? 20 minutes after eating, if you are still breathing, the king gets his dinner. You are the canary. The food goes to the king. You go back to the kitchen. He eats what you survived. Every meal, every day. Every stomach gurgle at night becomes a death sentence in your head. Your relationship with digestion gets complicated. Breakfast is the most stressful meal of the day. Porridge shouldn't make your heart rate double. But here you are. The cook trains your nose, rosemary, thyme, cinnamon. And the bad ones, bitter almond, nightshade, arsenic has no taste. That is just luck. Wine tasting at 9, not for fun, for survival. You learn what wine should taste like and what death adds. First feast in the great hall. You stand behind the king's chair, watching him eat your potential death sentence. The king offers you food from his plate. You hesitate. He laughs. You eat it. Kings don't take no well. After the feast, you eat your actual dinner, bread and stew, the meal where nobody dies if you get it wrong. You are 15, and you can identify 40 herbs by smell alone. Your tongue is the most important organ in the kingdom. Banquet prep takes 3 hours. Every dish, every sauce, every garnish, spoon by spoon. Something wrong in a soup? Bitter underneath the spices, the pot gets dumped. Investigation finds nothing. The king gives you a silver coin and a nod. Royal, thank you for not letting him die. You frame it. You replay the taste for weeks, memorizing what wrong tastes like. Your mouth never relaxes again. You start inspecting the kitchen garden personally, every plant, every delivery. Trust is a luxury you can't afford. A spice delivery smells wrong. You reject the shipment. The supplier calls you paranoid. Better paranoid than dead. You eat alone, not by choice. People avoid the food taster. Being near you feels like being near a countdown. Girls don't want to date the food taster. Your life expectancy makes you a bad long-term investment. Fair point, honestly. You check every seal on every jar in the larder, twice weekly. The other servants think it is excessive. You think it is minimum. Bad oysters, not poison, just bad oysters. But for 30 seconds, you thought this was it. That 30 seconds ages you a year. You walk the castle walls at night because sleep won't come. The guards know your footsteps. You are here more than they are. Foreign dinners are the worst. New cooks, new servants, unknown loyalties. Your paranoia works overtime. You stop an unfamiliar servant with a dish. He is offended. You don't care. Everything gets tested. The chapel is the only place you relax. Nobody poisons candles. Probably. You check anyway. Royal wedding, 15 courses. You taste everyone. By dish 12, your stomach is full and nerves are fried. The irony. You might die from overeating before any poison gets you. 15 courses of butter and cream. Your stomach is staging a protest. Wedding feasts mean 100 new faces in the kitchen. 100 chances for something to go wrong. You don't blink for 6 hours. The new queen asks what you do. Her face goes through 5 emotions in 3 seconds. Lands on pity. The queen brought her own taster. Meeting him is like finding someone with the same disease. You drink with the other taster at midnight. 2 people waiting to be poisoned. You laugh because screaming isn't an option. Throat tightens after mushroom stew. You grip the table. Vision swims. 30 seconds of terror. Bad mushroom, not poison. You sit on the floor for 20 minutes. Hands shake for an hour. The stew gets dumped. Bread for dinner. Every false alarm takes a piece of something you can't name. You are running out of it. You can't eat food you haven't tested, even outside the castle, even at a tavern. The trust is gone everywhere. They assign you an apprentice taster. You train his nose the way yours was trained. You don't tell him about the fear. He'll find out. Court politics are your problem now. The king's brother wants the throne. Poison is cheaper than armies. You double the testing, every dish twice. The kitchen thinks you've lost your mind. You've just found it. White powder on a servant's hands. He says flour. You don't believe him. The guard takes him away. You report to the king directly. His face is frozen stone. 3 arrests by morning. You don't sleep. Dead rat near the grain store. Foam around its mouth. The grain gets burned. Better than a dead king. They drag the servant through the courtyard. He screams that he is innocent. Maybe he is. You'll never know. That is the worst part. The cook pours you wine after the arrests. Neither of you speaks. Some silences say more than conversation ever could. You taste every sack of salt in the delivery. 6 sacks. Your tongue goes numb. You keep going anyway. You are 25 and look 40. Every meal is a battlefield. Every mouthful is a question without an answer. Your hands shake at every meal now, even your own. Even bread, your body doesn't trust your mouth anymore. The apprentice is getting good, better nose than you had at his age. You are proud and relieved in equal measure. 15 years of standing behind the chair, same spot, same fear. Your feet know the stone knows your feet. You taste the same soup 4 times, nothing wrong with it. You still can't say it is safe. The certainty left years ago. The nightmares are always the same. The throat closes. The room spins. You claw at your neck and wake up choking on nothing. The cook finds you at 3 in the morning, staring at your hands. She brings warm milk, doesn't say a word, doesn't need to. You ask the king to let you stop. His face shows something you've never seen from him before. It might be pity. He gives you a pension and a cottage. You walk out with everything you own in one bag. 15 years, one bag. Your own kitchen, your own food. You sit in front of a plate you cooked and can't eat it. Trust is gone. You grow everything yourself, plant it, water it, harvest it, cook it. The only supply chain you can verify from seed to plate. The baker thinks you are the strangest customer he has ever had. 3 sniffs per loaf. You can't explain why. He wouldn't understand. You taste your own cooking and wait 10 seconds before swallowing. The habit doesn't break. The habit is you now. A neighbor offers a drink. You can't take it. Physically cannot accept a cup from another hand. He thinks you are rude. The sunset doesn't need testing. The air doesn't need approval. Some things are safe. You are learning which ones. Your apprentice visits, same dark circles, same shaking hands. You pour him tea. He drinks without checking. The mirror shows a man 20 years older than the calendar says. Fear ages you faster than time. Your face kept score. A kid runs past eating an apple without checking it first. Just bites in, no sniff, no pause. You've forgotten what that feels like. Planting seeds is the closest you get to faith. Put something in the ground, trust it to grow. Eat what comes up. Years later, you eat at the tavern. Hands shake the whole time, but the fork reaches your mouth. That is the victory. You close your eyes in your own bed. No poison, no king, no silver spoon. Just a bowl of soup you grew yourself. The cottage goes quiet. The garden keeps growing. The soup goes cold. Some exits are gentle. The apprentice puts a silver spoon on your grave. More than anyone ever said about what you did. Back in the castle kitchen, a new kid sits on the same crate, same corner, same wide eyes, same smell of bread.